All right, I'm walking along this ridge and you can see the sunrise. Hopefully you can see it in the video. You probably can't see very well down into the valley, but it is gorgeous. I mean, wow, it's amazing. God's creation. I've just been enjoying this view most of the morning. So today's day 3. I'm headed to Low Gap Shelter, 19 miles total. I'm gonna climb Blood Mountain today, which is I guess an iconic thing on the Appalachian Trail. You see a lot of people recording at Blood Mountain, the old shelter there. And then I'm gonna cross Neal Gap, where the tree is, where everybody that quits throws their shoes or boots up in the tree. So, and then there's a mountain crossings outfitter and hostel. I'm not gonna stay at the hostel. They do cook you a pizza, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. I just have to wait and see. I may get there too early to do that, but yeah. So that there are the mountain crossings and the trees at Neal Gap. So that'll be not quite halfway for the day. So I may pass there and go a little bit farther before I stop for lunch. I haven't decided yet, but yep, it's gonna be a great day 3. There's a sunrise again. And that's it for now. All right, I just saw my first black bear ever on trail, and it was only like, oh wait, there it is again. There it is again. I don't know if you can see it because I had to turn the camera around. So, but there it is. It was only like 20 feet from me, and it like was just looking at me like, what are you doing here? And I just stopped and didn't move, and it like just bolted away from me. But it's up there in the trees now. If you can see it, I don't know. It's just walking through the trees up there. Wow, that was awesome. Whew, a little nerve-wracking at the same time, but man, I mean, I hadn't even made it out of Georgia, and I already saw my first bear. I've never seen a bear on trail, ever. And I've kidded with people about that, how everybody else has seen black bears and stuff. I've never seen one. I have no idea if it was a male or a female, and I mean, it wasn't like super big. But wow, that was amazing. Anyway, I mean, it was just literally like 20 feet, and it saw me before I saw it, and it was just like staring at me like, you know, kind of like, what are you doing out here? And then it just ran off. So anyway, yep, that made for an even more exciting day 3. Jared Gap made it here. All right, here's Blood Mountain Shelter, one of the few stone shelters on the AT. This is at the summit of Blood Mountain. I'm gonna go up there, get a better view here in a second. But I want to show you, I don't know if anybody's in here, but I used to have a fireplace. Got 2 rooms. No one stayed here last night. If they did, they're already gone. But yeah, I've seen a lot of videos of this shelter. It always look creepy, but it's not creepy when you're actually here. So, all right, I'll video again when I get to get up to the top. All right, here's the view from the top of that rock right above the shelter, the summit of Blood Mountain. A little bit hazy this morning, but still beautiful. You can see, I'll go around here. there's the top of the shelter right there. So, all right, I'm gonna hang out here, just relax, enjoy the view for a little bit, and then I'll hike down to Neal Gap. All right, I'm making another quick video. This is probably not gonna turn out good, but my Peak Finder app that shows me the different peaks, right there in the distance, in the center of the screen, is Springer Mountain, where the AT starts. That's kind of cool. You can see that from here. And then way in the distance over there is Mount Oglethorpe. So anyway, those are two that I recognized. A bunch of other peaks, but anyway, thought that was kind of neat. You probably can't tell from the video, but I don't know, maybe if I zoom in more. But anyway, in any event, as an engineer, I thought it was cool. All right, this is me videoing from the future. Whoa, that's kind of cool. Just to break in here real quick, in that previous video I mentioned Mount Oglethorpe, and I forgot to mention why that's important. The AT, the original southern terminus, was at Mount Oglethorpe before they moved it to Springer Mountain. So anyway, you can look that up as far as when that happened and why and all that stuff if you want to. But anyway, just interesting fact from the future. All right, here's Neal Gap, and we're walking down into it. The I guess iconic mountain crossings and the tree. I shouldn't do this because I'm gonna end up tripping, but so pretty exciting. Made it this far. I think, if I remember right, I think the trail goes like right through the building. So all right, there it is. I'm gonna stop so I can cross the road here. All right, there's the tree with all the shoes on it. So, and they say this is where a lot of people quit the trail, throw their shoes up there. I'm not quitting yet, so that's good. So far, I think the trail goes right through that opening right there. So, yep, here we are, Neal Gap. And I'm gonna probably get something, maybe get something to eat, and maybe I don't know, I may get a Coke Zero because I love them so much as like a celebration. So anyway, it's exciting. Made it. There's all the boots again. Yep. All right, done here at Mountain Crossings, and now I'm headed through the building. There's the restrooms right there, but yeah, just continuing on the trail. All right, here's the view from Wolf Laurel Top. Kind of a tough climb, but see good views through the trees. All right, I thought this was a really nice view. It's early afternoon, a little bit after 1 o'clock. All right, here's an even better view. This is the summit of Cow Rock Mountain. All right, Tesnati Gap. Made it here. All right, here's the view of the climb out of, oh, I forget the name of the gap that had the trail magic. But anyway, here it is. Really nice. That climb was the toughest one I've done so far. So you can probably hear me breathing heavy. All right, Hog Pen Gap. All right, I got my tent set up for the day. Nobody else is gonna care about this but me, but I'm pretty happy with the pitch I have. You'll notice one thing about the Durston tents is that even though it's a rectangle, the outer part, the sleeping area, the tub is diagonal inside that rectangle. It makes like a parallelogram. You can see that, and so this wasn't the flattest spot ever. And it's still not perfect pitch, but I You can see how I kind of angled the tent in the spot so that I could use the flattest part where the tub was. So you almost have to like you have to twist the rectangle to get the parallelogram to be flat if you want to, you know, if you don't have the flattest spot. Anyway, nobody else probably cares, but I thought it was kind of cool. I was proud of myself. Ours ended day 3, and man, what an amazing day it was today. I know that every day on trail is not going to be exciting, and it's going to be tough days. It's going to rain and different things, but so far, 3 days in, we've had amazing weather. It was a little hotter today than usual, but man, the day started off great. I saw an amazing sunrise this morning, and then at Girard Gap, I saw a bear. So that was crazy, and I did I mean, you know, you're supposed to do all this stuff when you see a bear, but I just like froze and didn't know what to do. And the only thing I thought of was take a picture, which is like exactly what you're not supposed to do when you see a bear. And this bear was literally like 30 feet from me, just looking straight at me. And I think he or she was just thinking, what is this person doing here? Why are they bothering me? But anyway, when I reached to grab my phone, it sped away. I got a video. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know if I got it on video or not, because it went back across the trail after it sped off. But anyway, that was incredible, getting to see that, my first black bear at least. And then I went, summited Blood Mountain, which is a iconic place on the AT. Saw the Blood Mountain Shelter, and then went down into Neal Gap, which is another iconic place on the AT, where they have the trees with all the shoes, everybody that's quit, and the mountain crossings. And I got a Coke Zero there that tasted really good. I didn't get a pizza because it was kind of too early in the morning. Boy, I had, you know, some tough climbs today. Had some tough descents today too. But then I also had at Tesnati Gap, I had my first trail magic, which was amazing. Tom and his friend were doing a trail magic, and just really awesome Christian guys that were just had really hearts of a servant. And I had a ham and cheese on a wrap, ham and cheese wrap, and I actually, I know you're not gonna believe this, I actually drank a real Coke, like with the high fructose corn syrup. Haven't done that in like, I don't know, like 3 years or something. But anyway, yeah, it was great, great day. And I was able to help one guy on trail, flat pick. He didn't know about the water sources coming up, and the fact that there wasn't any, and that he needed to get some water. So I was able to help him with that, so he could make sure and have enough water to finish the day. And yeah, I'm just trying to be a good witness out here, and God's given me opportunities, and I've been just trying to take them. And so tomorrow I'll do 10 miles into Unicoi Gap, and I'm at the Low Gap shelter here tonight. I'm actually tenting by the shelter, but I'll do the 10 miles into Unicoi Gap and go to the Green Dragon Hostel, which I'm really excited about. So man, just bear. Like, got to see a bear, got to see 2 iconic places on the AT, got to have trail magic for the first time, got to help at least one person, and talk to some other people. I also hiked a little bit with Chappie again today, and just got an opportunity to talk to him about God's creation. So that was cool. So yeah, it's just, I know they're not all going to be like this, but day 3 was just incredible. And I also got to talk to Joy on the phone at the end of the day, so that was nice too. I was glad to be able to talk to her. And anyway, that's it for today, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.